DeepSeek, Temu in the AI industry. In the past week, China's artificial intelligence big models have been a hot topic among tech professionals in Silicon Valley and even around the world. And what sparked this discussion was DeepSeek, a Chinese artificial intelligence startup. The company's inference model DeepSeeker R1, released last week, shocked the industry with its performance comparable to OpenAI O1, extremely low service price, and fully open-source code and model architecture. Many well-known tech figures have expressed admiration for DeepSeek's recent achievements. Alexander Wang, founder of AI technology startup Scale AI, said that the United States may have been ahead of China in the AI race for the past decade, but DeepSeek's release of AI big models could change everything. Ian Stoica, a computer science professor at the University of California, Berkeley, told reporters that DeepSeek R1 and DeepSeek V3 have shown that state-of-the-art results can be obtained with only a small fraction of the cost of training existing large models such as GPT, Gemini, and Claude. He also stated that DeepSeeker R1 ranks third among all models, including open-source and proprietary models, in the university's big model ranking. More importantly, this achievement was achieved against the backdrop of strengthened U.S. chip export controls on China. Restrictions and resource scarcity often stimulate innovation, and this seems to be the case here, Stojka told reporters. Why did DeepSeek shock Silicon Valley? Influenced by the scaling law, which states that the larger the computational scale, the more training data, and the smarter the model, the development of global AI models has long been caught in an arms race over top talent, advanced computing power, and massive investments. Major technology companies are hoarding chips in large quantities to ensure sufficient computing power. The latest report from market research firm Omdia shows that Microsoft is NVIDIA's largest buyer, purchasing 485,000 pieces of NVIDIA's flagship product Hopper chips, accounting for 20% of the latter's revenue in the past year. Meta ranks second, purchasing 224,000 GPUs last year. Amazon and Google are expected to purchase 169,000 Hopper chips respectively. However, as more and more scientists began to doubt the miraculous practice of piling up data and computing power, DeepSeek, an artificial intelligence startup under the Chinese quantitative trading company Highflyer, emerged and made rapid progress. In order to train the model, Magic Cube obtained over 10,000 NVIDIA GPUs before the U.S. chip export restrictions. Although there are claims that DeepSeek has approximately 50,000 H100 chips, this has not been officially confirmed by the company. As early as December last year, the company launched DeepSeeker V3, which demonstrated the ultimate cost-effectiveness by optimizing model architecture and infrastructure. According to the technical report officially released by the team, including pre-training, context-length extrapolation and post-training, the complete training of DeepSeek V3 only requires 2.788 mH800 GPU hours, and its training cost is only $5.57 million. However, the model achieves the performance comparable to the top models such as GPT-4o and Claude Sonnet 3.5 from the American AI enterprise Anthropic. At that time, the renowned artificial intelligence scientist Andrei Karpathy wrote that this level of capability typically requires a cluster of nearly 16,000 GPUs, and the current cluster size on the market has reached around 100,000 GPUs. Although the training cost of the newly released DeepSeeker R1 is not yet clear, it has a significant advantage in service price compared to OpenAI's O1, which has comparable performance. The pricing of DeepSeek R1's API service is 1 yuan per million input tokens, which is 2% of OpenAI O1, respectively. It is widely believed that restrictions such as U.S. export controls on cutting-edge chips have not weakened China's AI capabilities, but rather seem to be driving startups like DeepSeek to innovate by prioritizing efficiency, resource pooling, and collaboration. Matt Sheehan, an artificial intelligence researcher at the Carnegie Foundation for International Peace, said, "The U.S. export controls have actually pushed Chinese companies into a corner, forcing them to use limited computing resources to improve efficiency. In the future, we may see a lot of integration related to the scarcity of computing resources." Tan Enliang, a professor of decision science and management information systems at the China-Europe International Business School, told reporters, "The chip control over China has never stopped, and Chinese corporate innovation has not stagnated as a result." The success of the DeepSeek team has well confirmed this. The victory of open source. In addition to the ultimate cost-effectiveness, what sets DeepSeek's large model apart is its completely open-source code and training methods. Open source refers to the disclosure of the source code and technical details of the model, allowing users to freely use and modify the model according to their own needs. This is considered to improve technical transparency, make it easier and cheaper for users to use, benefit developers in reducing iteration costs, and prevent monopolies. The source code and technical details of closed-source models are completely controlled by their providers, not publicly disclosed, and users are not allowed to make changes to these models themselves. At present, DeepSeek R1 has become the largest model downloaded on the Hugging Face of the open-source community, with 109,000 downloads, which means that developers around the world are trying to understand this model to assist their own AI development. DeepSeek's server also experienced local service fluctuations on the 26th. This issue was resolved within minutes, or may be related to the surge in traffic after the release of the new model. Lu Pengfei, associate professor and head of the Generative Artificial Intelligence Research Group at Shanghai Jiaotong University, told reporters that the release of DeepSeek V3 and DeepSeek R1 is a positive news for university researchers, as the disclosure of technical details makes the entire process more transparent and allows academic researchers to enter and discover parts of the technology stack that can be optimized and define new problems. DeepSeek founder Liang Wenfeng also stated in a media interview, "In the face of disruptive technology, the moat formed by closed source is short-lived. Even if OpenAI closes its source, it cannot prevent it from being surpassed by others." Liang Wenfeng believes that open source is more like a cultural act than a commercial act. Giving it is actually an additional honor. A company doing so will also have cultural appeal. According to the white paper released by the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology last year, the number of large-scale language models for artificial intelligence worldwide has reached 1328, of which 36% are from China. This makes China the second largest contributor to artificial intelligence technology after the United States. Alibaba Cloud has released over 100 new open-source AI models, supporting 29 languages and meeting various application needs, including coding and mathematics. Similarly, Chinese startups such as Minimax AI have also open-sourced their models. Meta's chief artificial intelligence scientist Yann LeCun also stated on social media that the biggest takeaway from DeepSeek's success is not the intensified threat from Chinese competitors, but the value of keeping AI models open source so that anyone can benefit. They have new ideas and are implementing them based on the work of others. As their work has been published and open-sourced, everyone can benefit from it, said Yann LeCun. This is the power of open research and open source. Narrowing the technological gap between China and the United States. As Chinese companies release large models that combine performance and price advantages, and even open source, the gap between China and the United States in artificial intelligence is narrowing. Stoica said, "I think this trend is already very clear." According to the results of LLM Arena, in the past year, China's open-source models have jumped from bottom to top on the rankings, at least before Meta released its new Llama model. Many feedbacks indicate that DeepSeek's actions have caused Meta's generative AI team to panic. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced an acceleration in the development of Llama 4, with plans to invest $65 billion to expand data centers and deploy 1.3 million GPUs to ensure that Meta AI becomes the world's leading model by 2025. However, multiple experts interviewed by reporters stated that attention still needs to be paid to China's ability to achieve. However, healthy competition among various large-scale models can better promote the use of artificial intelligence worldwide.